G'day mates, welcome back to StuG.III. We're going to carry on with the 116.WERK StuG, and today I'm hopefully going to be finishing that lot off, which is the lower suspension, the only suspension on the lower hull, and try and get that done. So there's quite a lot of stuff to crack on with. So why don't I shut up now and get on. I've got all the sprues ready that I need to do. So let's start cutting some plastic. Yeah. So I've got the F sprue here, and I need to cut a few pieces off of the F sprue. They're all numbered nicely on there. F20 and F19, which will be those two pieces there. So let's give them a little snip off. Those two pieces. F18, which is, I assume, the escape hatch, the lower hull. That's it for the F, I believe. Let me just have a little scan. F19, F20, F18, done. The rest looks like they're all on A's and B's. I'll put that to one side. You can see these tiny little pieces. Just need to snip that bit off. Like that. Snip that other bit off. Like that. And they're ready for clean up, which I should do with my trusty sponge. Just like that. No mess, no fuss. I think that's the escape hatch, goes on the bottom of the lower hull. Let's clean up these two little bits. Oh man, the arthritis in that finger. It's painful, boy. There's a big old lump on the end there. Sometimes when I'm gripping, I can feel it clicking. Not good to get old, boys and girls. It ain't good. Don't do it. Yeah, don't get old. Alright, you know what all that deal is. So that's the three little bits of the F. I'll get the rest cut off and we'll have a little look and see where we are. Right, so what I've done so far, I've done all the cutting, all the cleaning of all these. It's not everything on the bottom here because there's too much. I don't want too much going on that I can't keep it under control and put everything where it should be. So these two beasties, yeah, that's it, John, drop it again as usual. All these, the B's, two bits for each. These, the C's, two bits for each. 4 times 2, 8, 8, and the A's, two bits for each. This hatch, I don't know if it's an escape hatch or whether it's for accessing the under the floor for the torsion bar, and these things that go on the end there, they're all cut off. It's pretty much everything. There's a couple of little bits that I've still got to do. Get them out of the way, and so I'll start gluing these up and see how we get on. Right, so I've got my extra thin. Let's have a little go at, I think we'll start on these over here first, the A's, and all it is one of them and one of them on top. Easy peasy, my friend. Dab, dab, dab. Cool, this stuff stinks. Dab, dab, dab. That on. And it's as simple as that. That's 1A done. So I'll stick it back over there on the A department. Let's do another one. Dab, dab, dab. Get his little hat. Stick it on. Number 2A done. Dab, dab, dab. Get his little fez. I've decided it's a fez now, not just a hat. And that's another one done. It's as simple as that. It's the cutting out and the cleaning that took the time. Bit of glue. Put his fez on. And we're happy with that. So that's the A's done. I won't bore you with doing the B's and the C's. You know what the deal is. They're exactly the same. 2 pieces times 4. See you in a bit. Right, so that's all done. There's the C's. Just a matter of putting that little box on that little shelf, basically, is where I'll put it. Here's the B's, the same as the C's, but in the opposite direction. That bit, I mean, is in the opposite direction. And the A's, which you saw me do, which was that little L-shaped bracket with a fez on top. And these things that go on the end there, I don't know what they're called, I don't know what that bit is, but they're there. And of course the hatch. And these 2 brutes. So let's put the glue away for a minute before I knock it over. So they're all ready. I'm going to leave them there, leave them there, leave them there. Right, I think the only things I've got left once I put these on are these little B39s here. 2 B40, B40 over that side, and that will be done. And then I'll make the suspension arms, 4 of each on that page, and then Bob's your mum's brother. Right, let's get the lower hull out. Okay, so these bits, just a heads up, if you look on the back, they've got some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ejector pin marks, or some little stumpy things left over from the moulding. They have to be dead flat, or this thing ain't gonna go on. That's why you can see all the sanding I've been doing on it. So it goes on this side there, like that. It needs to be dead flat, or it's not going to fit on. So I'll get the old trusty Tamiya cement. Give that a good dollop on it. stinks as well, this stuff. Surprising you don't get high when you're doing all this model making business. Right, it's got a nice little covering on. So we'll now stick that, not where the sun don't shine, stick it on there. Which is easier said than done. There you go. So it's clicked into place. There's one locating pin on the back of that and a hole for a locating pin which is on the side of the hole. So that's gone on. That ain't coming off. You can see how it needs to be tight there and tight up against the side there. Let's put a bit of extra in there. Yeah, it is making me cough. Right, I think that side's on, fine. I can live with that. Bit of extra along the top there. Push, push, push. And that, my friends, is going nowhere. I'll show you this one that I haven't properly sanded yet. You can see all those nibs and nubs, and there's the locating pin there, locating pin there. But you can see those nubs that need to be sanded dead flat, but be careful not to take those locating pins off. Right, I'll do that one and then we'll stick him on. Right, there it is after it's been sanded and scraped with a knife. Hopefully you can see the difference. That's flat as a pancake now, although you can still see those nubs. It's flat as a pancake. So we're going to get the old trusty Tamiya cement again, slap it all over. I prefer the cement for the bigger parts anyway. And then we're going to offer him up. The offer was accepted and it's gone on a treat. Beautiful. So I think we can safely say they're staying on. Lovely jubbly. Right, that's those two bits done. Stick this hatch on, and it's got a little nib there, if you can see, a little nib there. So that's obviously going to fit in there like that. Although don't ask me why. What the point of it is. There you go. The floor is now closed, and I'll just run some extra thin in there, even though it's wedged in good and proper. A little bit of extra thin won't hurt it. methinks. So that's that done. What next, John, I hear you say? Well, what I'm going to do is stick these bits on, B14 and B15. So these go on, and you can see the shape of that flat bit and that flat bit on that, so it only goes on one way, which is the right way. Beautiful. Right, so we'll whack that on. Fits like a treat, or fits a treat like a dream. I'm going to use some cement for this again. Stick that on. Only goes on one way, which is the right way. There it is, it's on. Don't know what it is or what it's for, but it's on anyway. Same on the other side. You got that little cut out ledge bit, so it only goes on one way. Slap it all over. Only goes on one way, which is, you got it, the right way. And there you go, that's on. Those two are on. So that's that done. So now I've got A's to put on the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll stick them on, and then we'll see what we've got. Right, I've done all the bits on there, that and that, and that, those. I forgot to mention these side bits that you make 4 of each times 3, 1 A, B and C. The back of them have got the little nibs on them, the same as this, so you have to make sure that they're absolutely flat as a pancake or they won't go on. Well, that's beating me tonight, I'm afraid. There's no way I've got time to do the swing arms there, not a chance. It's just so many small pieces for me to try and deal with my dodgy finger that's absolutely killing me at the moment. My fat fingers keep dropping everything. I've gone as far as I can tonight. We stuck that on, we've done them, cut them off, cleaned them up, built them, put them on. Same on that side, that as well. The little hatch thing, that's all I can do. So basically, all that, number 4, it's taken me all this time, probably 2 hours at least. What's the time now? 10 to 8. I fed my dogs at 6 o'clock, and then I came up here, so say 10 past 6 I started, and it's now 10 to 8, so you can see the amount of time it takes for all these fiddly bits. So next time I'll make the swing arms, and then we'll slip over to number 5, put them on, build those extra swing arms. And what I might do is prime it all before I put the swing arms on, so I can get everything painted, you know, behind the swing arms, so there's no grey plastic showing, and I haven't got to try and get the gun in behind everything and flood it all with paint just to cover it up. Bloody, 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 you know the deal. Anyway, that's come on a treat. Another couple of hours under the belt. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, StuG.Life. and be nice to each other. Take care, my friends. See you again soon.